Still David, still Want Gaming, still episode 337, and we are going to go through some of the news this week. So hopefully we'll get through and see what is going on in the gaming world. So, should we make a start? So it looks as though Activision Blizzard have been charged $35 million by the US Securities and Exchange Commission. So they've been charged 35. So failing to maintain disclosure controls related to complaints of workplace misconduct and violating whistleblowing protocols. Ooh, that sounds good. So I guess when people were complaining and doing the whistleblowing sort of thing, the Activision and Blizzard weren't notifying the actual authorities about that. A lot of this stuff I don't know nothing about because violated the Exchange Act rules 13A/15 brackets A and 21F whatever, because the UK laws and the American laws are different. So yeah, so it all goes about alleged sexual misconduct at work, discrimination. Weird. So that is that. What do you guys think of the Activision sort of thing? Do you think that 38 million? Do you think that's enough of a deterrent, or do you think that there should have been a lot more sort of financial things going on with that? But anyway, next bit of news: Activision Xbox's Activision Blizzard merger spurs formal antitrust warning from the EU. So it looks as though another potential blow to Activision Blizzard's merger to the Xbox. The European Union has reportedly hit Microsoft with a formal antitrust warning as it tries to get approval on its nascent, I don't know what that means, $69 billion deal. Politico reports the EU representatives sent Microsoft a statement of objection laying out why the body feels the deal may be problematic in the gaming industry. The statement was not released, but the EU have previously contended that Microsoft might be incentivized to block access to Call of Duty in the future. Why is it all about Call of Duty? Who cares? In a statement to Politico, Microsoft spokesperson said, finding a path forward for the deal, we are listening carefully to the European Commission's concerns and are finding and confident we can address them. In an early interview, he was more confident than a year ago that the deal would go. Microsoft or Xbox CEO Phil Spencer said he has more knowledge about working with different regulatory boards and more confident now than he was a year ago, simply based on the information that he has and the discussions have been having. So he's still confident, but he has to say that. He can't just sort of say, no, it's not happening, is it? So that, my friends, is that. And then we have... So do you guys think that the merger... It's not really a merger, is it? It's like a buyout. Do you think that the buyout will happen, or do you think that this is just all stuck now and Microsoft are going to be poo-poo faced with what has been said? So, next up, Crossfire X will be shutting down in May. Remedy Entertainment and Smilegate announced that they will be shutting down Crossfire X on May the 18th, 2023. The announcement comes right before the game's 1 year anniversary, as it was released on Xbox Series and Xbox One back in February the 10th. What's marking a year? Because May is not February, and it's not February the 10th now. So if he announced it on February the 10th of this year, then I don't know where you're going with that. Since the launch of the game, we've worked tirelessly to bring it to a point where we can all be proud, and throughout it all, we have the honour and pleasure of supporting our players. So it also sort of said that coming to this decision wasn't easy. However, we can proudly say that our players have been amazingly active, passionate and enthusiastic. So yeah, I guess they just can't keep putting money into a game that's just not doing well. It's the latest live service game to announce shutdowns this week. Rumbleverse, never heard of, and Knockout City I have. Crime Site, never heard of, and Apex Legends Mobile are going offline later this year too. Didn't Apex Mobile just launch recently? I don't know. Crossfight X single player. Crossfight X's pair of single player shooter campaigns are sloppy, soulless, and mercifully brief. Crossfight X's multiplayer modes aren't worth the price you'll pay, and it's free to play. So yeah, it's just not good, is it? Not good at all. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do another bit of news now. Is it easier if actually show me tablets so you can I'm actually looking more up? I don't know. We'll test it, see how it looks. So next up, The Last of Us Part 1's PC port is delayed 3 weeks. So Naughty Dog has announced that the PC version of The Last of Us Part 1 will be delayed by a few weeks from its original March 3rd release date to the March 28th. Hearing your love for the HBO adaptation, seeing your beautiful photo mode shots, and learning about how the world and characters our studio created nearly a decade ago continue to reach new and old fans alike, floors us every day. We know that a lot of you have been revisiting the story and started it all with The Last of Us Part 1 on the PlayStation 5 console, and realised many of you may have been excited to jump in, some for the first time, when Part 1 hits PC. We want to make sure that Last of Us Part 1 PC debut is in the best shape possible. These additional few weeks will allow us to ensure this version lives up to your and our standards. So it looks as though the Last of Us TV shows made the Last of Us Part 1, sales rose by 238%, and the PlayStation 4 remaster also jumped up by 322% in sales. Naughty Dog also said it's focusing on the Last of Us franchise, and for the time being they're moving away from Uncharted. They're currently working on a multiplayer game set in the Last of Us world. The Last of Us, it's a nice game. Graphically, I didn't think it played very well, but what do I know? I know nothing about any of these things. So the next bit of news that we have looks though Pokemon Detective Pikachu 2 may still be in the works. Turns out the potential sequel to Pokemon Detective Pikachu may still be in the works. The sequel was officially announced in 2019, months before it even hit theatres, with Oren Uzil attached to write the script. No idea who that is. However, there was no updates that signalled positive development after that, with star Justice Smith saying in a 2021 interview, "I think we have just kind of buried our hopes. I don't think it's going to happen." I don't even know who he is. I've seen him, but I don't know. Never knew his name. Well, maybe it's time to dig up those hopes. A spokesperson for Legendary, the studio behind Pokemon Detective Pikachu, told Polygon that a sequel is still active development. When reached by IGN, a Legendary spokesperson said, "Can only confirm that we are in active development," as reported by Polygon, but share no further details. So the English is hard. I really did like the Detective Pikachu. I thought it was a fun little movie. Do you guys think it deserves a sequel, or should it have been left as a one and done sort of movie? Next bit of news that we have, Frasier revival starts production with the first 2 episodes directed by James Burrows. Paramount Plus has announced that Frasier is officially starting production this week, and that 10-time Emmy Award-winning director James Burrows will be helming the series' first 2 episodes. Frasier, which will once again star Kelsey Grammer and be filmed in front of a live audience in Los Angeles, set to follow Frasier the Crane in the next chapter of his life as he returns to Boston, Massachusetts, I guess, with new challenges to face, new relationships to forge, and an old dream or two to finally fulfill. Frasier has been re-entered the building. I think that the series is going to concentrate more on Frasier and his son, so his brother's not in it. The maid who married his brother's not in it. Unfortunately, the guy who played the dad passed away. So yeah, we'll wait with bated breath, because Frasier itself I loved the series. I thought it was really good, and we'll sort of see how that goes in the near future. Not sure if a lot of things will happen, but Anyway, next up, Netflix has unveiled its plans to prevent password sharing. So basically, Netflix has unveiled its plans to prevent password sharing between people in households outside of an account holder's primary location. As reported by G-Hacks, the streaming service has detailed how it aims to crack down on account sharing in an updated F&Q. The information varies between the countries, but it looks like the company will be paying careful attention to the devices used to log in to accounts from now on. The F&Q pages for the US and UK subscribers currently highlight that devices may require verification if they are not associated with a Netflix household, or if they attempt to access the account outside the primary subscriber's primary location for an extended period of time. The F&Q pages for countries where Netflix is testing extra membership fees for account sharing have tweaked the rules. The Costa Rica Help Center states that devices must connect to the Wi-Fi at the primary location and watch something on Netflix at least once every 31 days. The company will use information such as IP addresses, device IDs, and account activity to determine whether the device signed into is the blah 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 blah. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think this is going to kill Netflix, or do you think it's going to be a blessing in disguise where, people aren't just nicking each other's... And it might actually reduce the fee, because if you think about it, a lot of these companies are really struggling with all of the monthly fees and that. And if you're sharing with 4 other people, then that's 4 people not getting the money. Anyway, next up. King of the Hill revival is officially heading to Hulu. Hulu has officially ordered a King of the Hill reboot from the series' original co-creators Mike Judge and Greg Daniels. Hulu's new King of the Hill revival comes from 20th Century Animation and Saladin Patterson. And Saladin Patterson will serve as showrunner and executive producer. Judge and Daniels, alongside Michael Rotenberg, Howard Kleen, and Dustin Davis, will also take on the executive producer role. Fans of the original will also be happy to know that the new series will bring back many of the beloved voice actors who brought their characters to life from 1997 to 2010, including Mike Judge, Kathy Ninjmi, Stephen Boo, Pamela Aslan, Johnny Hardwick, and Lauren Tom. It's been in the works since 2017 San Francisco Sketch Fest, where Mike Judge and Daniels reconnected with the cast and celebrated the 20th anniversary of King of the Hill. King of the Hill on Hulu brings fans back to Arlene, Texas, and will once again follow the life of Hank Hill, enthusiastic seller of propane and propane accessories, his wife Peggy, local Google camp, and I said prostitute but substitute teacher, their 13-year-old son Bobby, who defies expectations, blah 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 blah. So I wonder if they're going to bring back the daughter, who unfortunately the voice actor died, didn't she? But anyway, King of the Hill, what do you guys think? Do you think King of the Hill was a good show, or do you think it was a bit overrated? I used to love me a bit of King of the Hill back when I was a kid. So that's going back a few years now. So, next bit of news that we have. Bad Boys 4 is on the way with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have officially revealed that Bad Boys 4 is on the way. Smith and Lawrence took to Instagram to share the news with the caption, "It's about that time." The video, which you can see below, follows Smith as he leads to Lawrence's house to celebrate the announcement. Is he going to slap him? The two show each other some love, and then Smith says, "It's official. Bad Boys for life, baby." They then jokingly acknowledge that the third Bad Boys film was called Bad Boys for Life, and that they probably shouldn't have called it that now that the fourth movie is on the way. Despite them saying it was called Bad Boys for Life, the film is currently untitled. However, Sony Pictures did share that Bad Boys for Life director Adil El Arabi and Bilal Fallah will be back for the fourth entry, and that Chris Bremner will be writing the script. Additionally, it was confirmed that the film is currently in pre-production. So, are you guys looking forward to another Bad Boys film? Now, I think the films are quite good. I wasn't sure of the last one. I don't think the last one was that good. But leave comments. What do you guys think? It's just random rubbish at the minute, innit? Anyway, the next bit of news that we have. The Super Mario Bros. Movie poster features all of our favourite Mushroom Kingdom characters. A brand new, beautiful poster of the Super Mario Bros. Movie has been released, and it features all of our favourite Mushroom Kingdom characters, including Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Donkey Kong, Bowser, and Toad. So, like, everyone that everyone knows. The poster, which was released by Nintendo, also gives us another look at some of the locations we will visit in the much anticipated film, including the castles of both Bowser and Peach. There's also a bunch of Easter eggs to discover in the poster, including another peek at the Super Mario Bros. Movie's take on Rainbow Road. Oh wow, what a sneaky clue. Wow, you can see, people are idiots. They'll just write up anything for anything. The Super Mario Bros. Movie was released in theatres on April the 7th, 2023, and the latest teaser shows off Mario in his cat suit from Super Mario 3D World, and the debut of Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong voice. The film looks to be a celebration of everything Mario, and you can see from other surprises fans have in store by checking them out. I'll break down for the blah 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 blah. So, Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy, Princess Peach, Charlie Day, Jack Black, Michael Keaton. No, it's not. Something else. Keegan Michael Keys. I don't know who that is. Seth Rogen, Fred Armisen, Sebastian Miaz, Kevin Michael Richards, and a surprise appearance by Charles Martinet as the voice of Mario in the games. I don't know about this. It's just going to be a stupid movie, isn't it? But I guess that's what you want in these sort of things. Next up, we have Netflix's Squid Game reality show, which was reportedly an inhumane disaster. Squid Game's Netflix 2021 drama about a deadly competition for a massive cash prize captured the hearts of its critical stance on capitalism. Now Netflix is creating a reality spin-off called Squid Game The Challenge. It seems that its filming conditions aren't far from the inhumane conditions presented in the original show. Now, I don't think people are getting shot and killed, with several contestants speaking out about the unsafe filming environments and claiming that the game was rigged. It probably was. It featured 456 participants competing for a massive 4.56 million prize, while the participants in the upcoming 10 episode series compete in children's games similar to those of the original Squid Game. Netflix has been careful to let viewers know that the worst fate is going home empty-handed, based on the multiple reports, conditions of the show have been difficult to say the least. Gallery in a former air hangar near London for filming. Unpaid participants in Squid Game's reality spin-off reportedly faced freezing temperatures and fatigue. They had been woken up as early as 3:30 a.m. and remained on set for up to 9 hours, unable to move for long stretches of time due to the game they were playing. Right, but you're getting a chance to win a lot of money. At least 10 participants collapsed during the first day of filming, according to Rolling Stone. Medics were called to the set repeatedly, with one contestant even referring to the set as a war zone. No, you idiots. The second time the song played, I saw on my left peripheral vision that this girl was swaying. Then she just buckled and you could hear her head actually hit the ground. Right, but you're trying to win like £5 million, $5 million, whatever it is. You're an idiot. Then someone came on the microphone and said to hold our positions because the game is not paused. After that, people were dropping like flies. Several have said the game was rigged, citing the fact that a few influencer contestants were pre-selected to move on to rounds regardless of their results, according to Rolling Stone. 2 contestants also told Rolling Stone that Netflix, which flew international contestants into London for filming, had already booked their return flights before the games began, and these flights later turned out to occur right after the contestants' eliminations. It really wasn't a game show, it was a TV show, and we were basically extras in a TV show, an anonymous contestant told. It's like, yes, of course. It's just on the name. People just want to see people being idiots. I want to see people being idiots. But it's one of those things where it's what you expect. It's just, I hate people so much. So we'll move on to some DC news now, I guess. And with that, Gods and Monsters, Chapter 1. The new DCU gets its name and roadmap. So it's finally here. DC Studios co-CCOs James Gunn and Peter Safran have officially announced their current plan for the first part of their revamped DCU, which they're calling Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters. The two revealed the plan at a press event Burbank, California yesterday, just barely living up to their previous promise to share some new details in 2023. Among the flashiest new entries to the lineup is Superman Legacy, which Gunn is writing, although he hasn't decided whether he'll direct it or not. Currently slated for July the 11th, 2025, and will show Clark Kent balancing his Kryptonian heritage and his human upbringing rather than serve as an origin story. They also announced Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, a film adaptation of Tom King's comic. A DCU's Batman, meanwhile, will be introduced in The Brave and the Bold. The new Batman will be introduced, The Brave and the Bold, which will follow Damian Wayne, the son of Bruce Wayne, and Talia al Ghul. They describe it as a father-son story based on the Grant Morrison comic runs, which will include other members of the Bat family. This doesn't mean that Matt Reeves planned the Batman trilogy is being left on the wayside. On the contrary, the plan is still to have Reeves see that trilogy through, announcing on October 3rd, 2025, that release date for the Batman 2, The Brave and the Bold, will not open at the same time as Reeves' Batman movie hits the theatres. A Swamp Thing movie investigating his dark origins is in the works as well, in addition to the Authority, which will weave in several characters from DC's Wildstorm imprint. I have no idea what any of these are. Gunn has worked on an outline for the Authority himself. I did love the Thing, Swamp Thing sort of like TV series. That was really good. Yeah, there's more stuff, more stuff here, more stuff about all this. So the movies: Superman Legacy, The Authority, The Brave and the Bold, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and Swamp Thing. Newly announced TV shows: Creature Commandos, no idea. Booster Gold, no idea. Previously announced stuff: The Flash, Blue Beetle, no idea. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, Peacemaker Season 2. I forgot Shazam, a few of the gods at the top. Joker, So the second one of that, the Batman 2, Gotham Knights, Superman and Lois, and Pennyworth HBO Max. Didn't they sort of say that the Pennyworth has been cancelled now or something, so it's not going to finish? So sticking with the DC stuff, I guess we'll talk about the DC Studios. Peter Safran says it was right to cancel Batgirl. The film was not releasable. Oh, the cancellation of Leslie Grace's Batgirl movie was a bold and courageous decision, according to DC Studios co-CEO Peter Safran. Safran shared his thoughts on Batgirl during a press event held at Warner Brothers lot, during which he fellow James Gunn gave details of the first wave of Batgirl's character. That inevitability we will include in our story. On the Batgirl front, it's not about late in the process of the film getting cancelled. I saw the movie and there are a lot of incredibly talented people in front and behind the camera on that film. But the film was not releasable, and it happens sometimes, he continued. I actually think the president and CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery and the team made a very bold and courageous decision to cancel it because it would have hurt DC. It would have hurt those people involved. $90 million movie had reportedly completed shooting and was well into post-production when it was shuttered in early 2022. The new leadership of the Yeah, so basically this is just a story about saying how it was right to cancel the Batgirl movie, and it probably was, to be honest. And then the last bit of news that I have here was what I kind of mentioned a few minutes ago, but it looks as though Logan director James Mangold is in talks to take on DC's Swamp Thing movie. So just a day after the James Gunn and Peter Safran announced all their initial plans for the DCU, basically called Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters, a potential director reportedly already being floated? Yeah. So basically it looks like he's doing the upcoming Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny movie. So it looks like he hopefully might be doing the Swamp Thing movie. Swamp Thing was one of 5 movies and 10 overall projects revealed by Gunn and Safran's big announcement. Didn't reveal too much about the Swamp Thing movie other than it would explore the creature's dark origins. And Gunn also mentioned they were already in talks with 3 directors of the 5 movies announced. Anyway, yeah, what do you guys think of that? Do you think a lot of these are good ideas or not? My camera's battery's flashing, so I'll try and hurry up. We'll do the top 40 now. So we'll just quickly crack on because I don't want my camera to stop. So, number 40, F122, Horizon Forbidden West, The Last of Us Remastered, Mario Strikers Battle League Football, Ring Fit Adventure, 35, Battlefield 2042, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, Luigi's Mansion 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, number 30, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Just Dance 2023, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, number 25, Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy Definitive Edition, PGA Tour 2K23, Need for Speed Unbound, Super Mario Odyssey, NBA 2K23, Forspoken at 20, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Mario Party Superstars, Fire Emblem Engage, The Last of Us Part 1 at 15, Pokemon Scarlet, Sonic Frontiers, Splatoon 3, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and then number 10, SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake, number 9, Pokemon Violet, number 8, Grand Theft Auto 5, number 7, Minecraft, number 6, Nintendo Switch Sports, number 5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, number 4, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, number 3, Dead Space, number 2, God of War Ragnarok, and at number 1, back up there, FIFA 23, and that is thanks to the Games Press and the GFK Entertainment software charts, all formats. So thank you to them. And that is it, my friends. That's episode 337 of the One Up Gaming podcast. Me, David. So please check out our website, oneupgaming.co.uk. Please go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/OUG. You can buy these t-shirts at oneupgaming.co.uk. Top right hand corner, there's the Dead Space one, there's the different colours ones, there's different logos ones, the podcast one. Just click on there and choose the colour and the design you want. Our game inspired music is available. The album's out now. 20% of each sale will go to Child's Play charity. Just Google it and you can stream it or buy it. Our first 100 podcasts are available to buy. Just go to audiobooksontape.com and search One Up Gaming, and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. Please subscribe to our Facebook. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Link, follow, share, like, comment. All that good stuff on our YouTube channel. You can watch us live at twitch.tv/OUGofficial, and if you want to tweet us, it's at OUGofficial, and if you want to send us an email, it's contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. So I guess that's episode 337 of the One Up Gaming podcast with me, David, saying thank you all. Goodbye.